The following podcast is recorded and produced by the Podcast Precinct in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com. The Podcast Precinct. Consistency, creativity, culture.
Okay, I'll be Wayne Gretzky, you be the goalie. Try keeping the puck out of the net for a change.
Spencer, let your little brother be Wayne Gretzky for a while.
Mommy.
You don't mind if a couple of my friends play, do you?
Gretzky, Hull, Messier, Street Hockey by LA Gear.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Retroactive Sports Podcast. I'm Andrew Lenz. He's Johnny Townsend.
Hockey time. Get your hockey sticks, your hockey pucks. Hockey, all about hockey today.
What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yes, today is the end of how well does Johnny know sports that he doesn't really watch. And this one, I have to say, you probably watch on a regular basis next to basketball, and that is hockey.
Yeah, of course. I'm a giant hockey fan. I'm going to know so much about this. I wanted to be a big league hockey coach, but they kept telling me that flying V is just not a real thing you can do in hockey, and it really upset me.
Yeah.
All my knowledge is from the Mighty Ducks.
Johnny is also a big fan of Don Cherry.
Oh, yeah.
No idea who that is.
Love Don Cherry. A big fan also of Don Raspberry and Don Strawberry. All the Don Berries.
Whoa! Can't make fun of Don Cherry.
Is this it's a real? I mean, of course, it's a real person.
Yes,
and they do hockey because I know hockey.
So Johnny did not have the lovely opportunity to live 5 minutes away to the border and catch Molson's hockey night in Canada.
Yeah, Andrew, this is going to shock you, but born and raised in the South, hockey wasn't necessarily very much on our radar down here.
No, and that's why it infuriates me. I keep it deep down inside. It infuriates me that you guys have the Carolina Hurricanes when I feel like they should have just stayed in Hartford.
Well, what's even more wild is the only pro sports team that we have that's ever, for the most part, been good enough to win a championship is our hockey team.
In Buffalo, it's the lacrosse team. So you're doing much better in Carolina. Much better in Carolina. I would like to do that too. Just examine each. We could do it one by one, or it's kind of off topic, or do it like one sport at a time. But go, this place does not deserve this, and they should do here because they deserve this more.
And it's every sport for Los Angeles.
I watched. Okay, so in my lifetime. So when I started realizing football, it was the Los Angeles Raiders and Los Angeles Rams. Then it was the Oakland Raiders and the St. Louis Rams. And then it became the Los Angeles Rams again. And then it was the Las Vegas Raiders. So
yeah, been a lot of Raiders. Yeah.
But without further ado, let's put Johnny through the ringer. So we can see how well does Johnny know hockey.
I don't think we can say ringer in a sports thing. So that's already kind of taken by Bill Simmons and company. So
yeah,
maybe we should call it something else. But point being, I'm going to just blow all your socks off the ice as I answer all of these hockey questions. I'm going 25 for 25 on this one.
I wish I had my friend John. Well, that's kind of weird. Yeah, but my friend John is like a huge hockey fan. I didn't really grow up with it. It was mostly my aunt, and then he kind of like helped me through this. So I would love to see him answer these compared to you. But then again, it would be like the same with basketball.
Oh,
Like,
if you flipped it, yeah.
Yeah, like he knows Charles Barkley, and that's about it.
Hey man, at least he knows Charles Barkley.
And Michael Jordan and stuff like that. He knows the basics of 90s basketball.
Well, I mean, those are like the big names that kind of transcended. Yeah, I mean
So
that's why I know. That's why I know Gretzky, right? Yeah.
But here we go. Question number 1. Where is the Hockey Hall of Fame located?
Oh, Andrew, starting me off easy. Of course, the Hockey Hall of Fame is in New York.
No.
All right, well, hockey's a cold weather sport. It's got to be in a cold weather place.
Yeah.
I get 3 guesses just so everybody knows how this goes. So New York is wrong.
It's not in America. I'll give you this hint.
My guess was going to be somewhere in Canada. Was going to be my next guess, but I was trying to get Toronto feels like an easy guess here. Toronto.
Toronto is correct. I was
There
gonna
we go.
do something so awkward because I forget. It's one of those things when you move from one place or you talk to somebody that didn't grow up in the same area. I was about to go, it's in the Ontario Providence. And you would have been like, oh boy, I got that right there.
What about Saskatchewan?
What is it? Oh, what is that? I think it's an A. No, I don't know if it's AHL or OHL team. It's the well, there's a place called Moose Jaw
That's a great name.
in Canada. Okay, so question number 2. How many minutes do you get for a major penalty in the NHL?
5.
That is correct.
Again, all my hockey knowledge is from Mighty Ducks.
Question number 3. What is the that's the last time I copy and paste. What is the Lady Byng Trophy awarded for in NHL hockey?
Lady Bing?
Lady Byng Trophy.
What's a Lady Bing? Probably about 250. I have no idea what a Lady Bing is or was or who that is or what that is. So I'm gonna get it's awarded to the goalie. I'm just taking a shot in the dark here.
That is
For like-
wrong.
Dang it. It's awarded to the one who's made the most goals.
That is wrong also.
The one who I think there's assists in hockey, aren't there?
There is assist.
The most assists is my last guess.
No.
What's a Lady Bing? Please tell me. I'm beyond curious about
You
this.
get the Lady Byng Trophy for sportsmanship. I don't know exactly the story.
Oh, Lady Bing was a great sportsman. I remember her now. Him, her, them. I remember them.
Them?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to give that to you. You do not get points. Just trying to be nice. Oh, wrong.
But I participated.
Question number 4. What number did Wayne Gretzky wear?
Oh man. Now, obviously, I've heard of Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah,
He was even in that cartoon that I
Star.
watched as a kid. Yeah.
we need to do something with Pro Stars on the Nostalgia Funhouse.
I don't know his number. Wasn't it like 99 or something like that? It's like
That is correct. Number 99.
there we go. Pulled that one out of my keister.
Now, there's many different things with this, so I'll give as long as you get somewhat. But Johnny, what is a hat trick? And I'm waiting for magician joke inserted here.
Now I won't. I've heard of hat trick, and I remember years ago thinking, "What is a hat trick?" And I googled it, but that was years ago, and I've since obviously forgotten. I do know that people will literally throw hats on the ice.
Yeah.
For it, I do know that. A hat trick. God, what is? I'm trying to remember what it was.
It's got a great history behind it. Something I would like to cover later on.
Oh man. Oh man, that's a hat trick. Is it where like for whatever reason the goalie's not at his goal and you got like a free shot at it? I don't know. Or the goalie scores.
Where?
I don't know why he's not there. Maybe he went on break. He went on break, man.
I mean, there's times where you like pull your goalie to get an extra like forward out there.
Yeah.
But no,
I mean the goalie's sitting there, it's like, man, it's break time for me.
I've never heard of that.
That's gotta happen, right? It could happen.
I mean, there are times where you do pull the goalie to like
Yeah.
towards the end of the game, say you're down by a goal, you pull the goalie to get an extra forward on the ice, to try and score a goal. Cause now I can't
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
because it's one of the questions, but you get a little bit more people onto the ice to try and score the goal, but your goal is wide open, but that is not a hat trick.
Oh man. All right. Well, what if it is now I remember. I was just joking around before. A hat trick, of course, is when like everybody on the ice is in a fight at the same time. It's a hat trick because you can knock their hats off their head.
That is absolutely wrong.
Yeah, dadgummit. So this is obviously the hat trick is, of course, has a long history in hockey.
It does.
And I know this because you just said it. And also because the hat trick is obviously, I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book, the old hat trick, where the forward on the ice is it's sort of like a fast break in basketball. And like he's ahead of everybody else, and it's just him taking on the goalie, and he scores, and it's a hat trick.
No, that's called a breakaway.
Oh, well, there's my three guesses.
A hat trick is when you score 3 goals in a single game without other players scoring in between, but they kind of get a little bit loose with that as long as you score like 3 goals in a game.
Oh yeah, because I know hockey games don't really have a high scoring thing.
No,
it's usually like 2 to 3 usually as a score.
Which NFL team is located in Toronto?
NHL. You said NFL.
I'm sorry. Well,
you say
NHL. Which NHL team is located in Toronto?
Maple Leafs.
That is correct.
Ah.
Which NHL team has the most Stanley Cups?
This may shock you, but I don't know all the names of the NHL teams.
I
was very lucky that I did know the Maple Leafs one. I'm going to go with the Rangers. I think that's the New York one, so I wouldn't go with them.
It is not the Rangers. Matter of fact, they have in 1994 they broke like one of the longest droughts ever, and then they haven't won a Stanley Cup since '94.
Oh, so they're in between droughts, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oilers. I think there's a team called the Oilers.
Oilers have not won since.
So I'm picking the bottom of the basement teams, is what I'm doing.
1990. Last time I think they were in the Stanley Cup Finals was against the Hurricanes. So that's probably why you thought about the Oilers.
Yeah.
Gretzky.
The Mighty Ducks.
No. It is
the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
They're not even called the Mighty Ducks anymore.
What?
Yeah, they haven't been called the Mighty Ducks for many years now.
This legit pisses me off.
They're just called the Ducks now.
That's my favorite team, Andrew.
No, they are no more. It is just the Anaheim Ducks and the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, well, just so the Ducks know, you'll always be mighty to me.
Oh, man, I just gave you the answer to the next one. So let's see how much you remembered. Where are the Canadians located? And don't say Canada. I just said it.
Yeah, but I was talking.
Yeah, so it's kind of good.
All right, so it's not Toronto because that's the Maple Leafs,
No, it's
and there's no way the Canadians are in the United States because that would just be stupid.
here we go. It's in the Quebec.
All right, I'm just going to throw out the other big Canadian cities that I know. Vancouver.
Steen or Kevin Owens and
Yeah.
Sami Zayn are around this area.
Oh, Montreal.
There you go.
That actually helped me out quite a lot.
I knew the minute I give you
Give me wrestling, it helps me out.
wrestling is like the number one thing. Which Canada-based team last won a Stanley Cup?
All right, just unless this is a question later on, how many of the NHL teams are in Canada?
Oh, geez, maybe.
There's at least two because we've talked about them already.
I would say 8. You got the Winnipeg.
Oh, good lord! Well, never mind then. I'm never going to get this.
You got the Winnipeg Jets, Montreal Canadiens, Toronto Maple Leafs, Vancouver Canucks, Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers. So that's 6 there, and I know I'm probably missing some, and somebody's yelling at
So who's the last one of those to win the cup? All right,
the Stanley Cup.
the Flames,
No,
the Oilers.
nope.
Oh, you literally just told me they haven't won in a
Yeah.
while. Dadgummit. The Canucks. I like the sound of that one.
No,
Who was it?
the Montreal Canadiens.
I didn't think you would give me a back to back.
Don't you? These are like bare bones questions, man. I'm just trying to think about things. What year did the Montreal Canadiens win that last Stanley Cup for a Canadian-based team?
This was harder than the SATs. And SAT was like half math, and I'm bad at math.
I never double checked, but I still got to do that. But
2014.
no,
All right. 1999.
no, but it is in the 90s.
All right, so I'm much closer than before. All right, last guess. I want to go with my favorite year, 1993.
You are correct.
There we go.
You are correct. 1993. How many players are there on the ice for each team during a standard hockey game?
All right, you got the goalie. I'm trying to think how many people were in that V. You had the guy in the middle.
You got positions in your head that you know?
6.
That is correct.
I literally did that from the V. I was counting people in the V. And forgot the goalie. I was like at 6. Mighty Ducks.
Who holds the record for the most points scored in a single season?
Oh, good lord. I feel like Gretzky had it or was one of the ones, but his record was broken, I feel like. And as soon as you say the name, I'm going to be like, that's a name I have heard of before.
Oh, yeah, you will.
But the only name I can think of is Gretzky. I don't know why he's the only one sticking in there. I'm trying to think of other hockey names I don't know, but that's the only one that my brain's. So is it Gretzky?
It is Gretzky.
Yeah, I'm not talking myself out of it.
It is Gretzky.
You're right, I have heard of him.
You didn't want to say Henri Richard?
Oh, didn't she was on the Cosby Show. I
I know you know one old-time hockey player, but you don't
No.
connected it. You've seen Wayne's World, right?
Oh yeah.
Where they go to Makita's,
Yes.
the donut shop. Stan Makita is like a very, very famous Hall of Fame hockey player. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Actually.
I know the name, but it's purely from Wayne's World. Yeah.
What is the area in front of the goal where the goalie can handle the puck, known as. So
It's like it's like a red line around it, right?
Yep.
So what's that called? I know the area you're talking about. At least that's a
you are doing
Yep.
pretty damn good. I don't want to jinx things, but
well, in fairness, I'm getting a lot of help and I'm getting multiple guesses. If this is just like a one guess thing, I think I would be doing much worse. I want to say the red zone, but that feels wrong.
it's football.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I like it though.
I keep wanting to say like the paint. That's basketball.
Yeah.
The score zone.
No.
I'm not going to get this one.
It's the crease.
I never in a million years would have thought of that. The crease does it. Why is it? Do you know why it's called that? I'm very curious.
I have
got the name
no
of the crease.
idea. I have no idea, but I just remember taking chalk as a kid, like when we played street hockey,
Yeah.
and then trying to make the best like half circle possible, and it would just look so messed up.
Yeah, it's like when I was a kid trying to make a 3-point line. I got you.
Where are we at? Okay, we're on 14. What is it called when a player scores a goal, records assist, and gets into a fight in the same game?
Saturday night.
I think this guy would call it every day, but it's named after a player.
The Rodman.
A hockey player.
Oh, okay. The half of the Bash Brothers.
No,
Uh,
this guy is known as Mr. Hockey. Played for the Detroit Red Wing.
these are of course great hints that are really helping me out quite a lot. It's
He wore
It's-
number 9. He played
Oh,
until he was
yeah,
52
yeah.
years old.
and he was also on Dawson's Creek. And like by like the second Mighty Ducks, he was not one of the main hockey players because he realized he was a better coach. So I'm going with that guy.
Called a Gordie Howe hat trick.
I have heard the name Gordie Howe. Yeah. Not that it gives me any points, but I want the record to know that I have heard that name.
How many periods are there in a standard NHL game?
Now, well, they happen once a month.
This used to be a joke because there was a girl that the Tampa Bay Lightning signed. It was a girl goalie, and people, we're gonna get canceled. But this is like when she got signed in like '93, and people would be like, "Hey, you know why she'll never
Oh,
get in the
yeah,
NHL
yeah.
because there's 3 periods in one game."
Yeah, that joke's lazy. Mine was much better.
We were like
Oh, this-
10. Okay.
3. The answer's 3. You literally just told me.
Oh crap.
But I think I actually knew that because I have been to a hockey game before. Thank you very much. It was minor league, but they still had 3 periods.
Yes. What is the term when a team is temporarily down one player due to a penalty?
Bad luck. So when one guy's in a penalty box, you actually don't get to replace him.
No, he's in there. So then the other team is on.
So the whole team gets penalized, really.
Yeah. So
Wow.
now the other team that's at full strength is on this. It's called
Oh, okay. So if you're the team that actually still has all your players on there,
Yeah.
what's that called for you?
Yeah.
The advantage, because that sounds like that's what it would be called.
It's not called the advantage.
Well, that makes
It sounds pretty cool, like some superhero stuff.
oh, okay.
Or like something in the business world.
They're on the brink.
No.
They're on. This is my last guess. They're on the. This isn't attack. I don't know. I don't know this one.
They're on the power play.
I've heard that. Okay, so that's what that is. All right.
What is the nickname of the annual outdoor NHL game held on New Year's Day? Johnny's like, I have no idea.
I have not the. I didn't know that they did this every year. I knew that they did this, that they've done this before, but I didn't know this was an annual thing. I do not know what it's called without any hints. If you can give me a hint, I'd appreciate it.
It's a season, like out of the 4 seasons.
All right. I'm going to assume winter.
The weather. Okay. Yep. Winter. And,
Solstice. It's the
and
winter
the other
solstice
word-
game.
and the other word begins with a C.
The Winter Classic.
There you go.
All right.
I don't think I would have got that. I think I would have been like the Winter Clash or something.
I got a lot of help there.
Which NHL team is located in St. Louis?
Oh, good Lord.
I'll give you a hint. It's
Okay.
a color
Oh,
with an S at the end.
yeah. Oh, man.
Or a musical genre.
Blues.
That is correct.
That helped me out a lot. You said color, and I kept thinking Red Wings, but I think that's Detroit, right?
That is Detroit.
Yeah.
Which team is located in Boston? In Beantown, baby.
Shout out to your Celtics who won last night.
Yeah.
As this is recording. This cannot be entertaining for anybody listening to me struggle so bad.
Beantown, baby. Come on. This is an original 6 team.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense if Boston would have a long time hockey team.
Do you know what's funny? So, what are Celtics fans known for?
Like, just been in a sweaty environment.
Well, like they're known for it's a word that begins with an R.
Racism.
Okay, so I almost said the team name. This team in Boston actually had the first black hockey player. So I always found that kind of cool. Like Boston broke for the Celtics too. They broke it.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, Bill
Yeah.
Russell. Russell broke a lot of color barriers there. I mean, he put up with a lot of garbage to do it, but he did it. The Boston.
It's also the here we go crazy thing. It's also the nickname for UCLA, like the teams for UCLA.
Well, they're the Bruins, but it's a nickname for them.
It's the same for the team in Boston.
Oh, the Boston Bruins?
Yep.
I never ever would have gotten that. I've had a lot of help here. This is a giant asterisk. This is basically like if they let in somebody to Baseball Hall of Fame who did steroids, put a big asterisk next to their name.
Which team won the Miracle on Ice in the 1980 Winter Olympics?
That was us, right? United States.
Yeah, I was gonna call you a communist if you got it wrong.
No, I knew that one. I've seen the documentary.
There's a really good one about the other side. You're gonna have to read some subtitles about.
I'll
the
do
other
that.
side. It's a 30 for 30, but they don't concentrate on the American side, and you learn about like the whole entire thing behind Russia and like what
Yeah.
up to that point and everything else.
If you can find out what that was called, please send it to me in text. I'll watch that for sure. That sounds
Yeah.
fascinating.
Like I said, you're gonna be reading subtitles, so I don't.
I don't mind doing that. I don't
I
mind.
don't
I always shout out to all you people who are like me who also put subtitles on because of your hard of hearing. I've destroyed my ears through years when I was young, being like, I'm going to go to the front row of this rock concert, thinking that was really cool, and all I did was destroy my ears.
We got to do more musical stuff for the Nostalgia Funhouse. I've been thinking of stuff that I could just make you listen to. Who who is the first player to regularly wear a mask in an NHL game? So this is a goalie.
Yeah.
Dude, I you know how I'm going to tell you how I found out about this. So we live so close to the border. When TV was broadcasted, obviously we get Canadian channels, and they would
Yeah.
give you moments in Canadian history, and this is one of the moments in Canadian history.
I mean, it makes sense. Hockey is like a major part of Canada. I mean, it'd be the same here for football. Something would be like historical. I I couldn't even tell you the name of one goalie.
Really? Come on.
I really couldn't, not off the top of my head. That's just me
What
being
about-
completely honest.
Cam Ward.
No, don't know who that is.
He just won a Stanley Cup for the
God.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, see, in my own state, couldn't tell you.
I don't even. Okay, so the first name
I love this.
is of somebody that was an underwater explorer,
uh,
famous underwater.
Jack Cousteau. That's the one I can think of.
I'll give it to you. It was Jock Plant.
Oh, don't give it to me. I don't deserve
Okay.
that for that. Yeah, I'm not taking that. That was so off.
I love how you said Jack.
Yeah, it is John. I think you're way more right on that. I was born in the basically the mountains of North Carolina, just so everybody knows.
I've noticed this in different things. Like I was listening to my friend's podcast, and there is like a seasoning or a spice here that I didn't even know about. It was called tahine.
Okay.
Taco Bell's using it, and he kept on calling it like not even see. I got it in my head because it's been like burned there because of my kids saying it's tahine, it's tahine, and he kept on calling it something completely different.
Yeah.
But you could tell if I was still in New York, I would call it that. But
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Yeah, I always love how people pronounce things.
Where we at? Number 22. I threw this one in for me. Who is known for the Legion of Doom line in the NHL?
I do remember you talking about this before. You brought this up to me.
Oh,
I don't remember any names though, but I definitely remember
you
that,
just
and
gotta
also-
give me a team. It's a northeastern team
yeah.
located in Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh. Can't remember what the team in Pittsburgh is called. That's the baseball team. I was gonna say Pirates, but no, it's baseball. It might not even be Pittsburgh, for all I know. Oh man, this is what makes me the most mad because I've definitely heard you talk about this before.
See how Johnny listens to me.
In fairness, I do listen. I just don't remember, and that's not your fault. That's just because I have a terrible memory. Unless it's Ninja Turtles.
This has nothing to do with Ninja Turtle.
If it's some sort of talking animal, I will never forget that. But
This is not an animal team.
not an animal team. All
Not
right,
an
well then,
animal team.
Sabres.
I hate your face for saying that.
That's the only other hockey team was coming to my. It's not Oilers because that's Edmonton.
That's Edmonton.
Is it Pittsburgh? Is it a Pittsburgh team?
It's not Pittsburgh. You're going with Pittsburgh because of the
Flyers.
There you go.
Yeah, I went with Philadelphia. I remember they were called the Flyers.
You went with Pittsburgh because you were thinking Penguins.
That's yes, yeah. I do love
Right to
Penguins.
the
I'm not gonna lie. Hey man, that's why Kevin Owens is my favorite wrestler right now. We both love animals.
What is the 5-hole goal in hockey?
5-hole goal?
Yep. So when you're looking at a goalie,
Yeah.
here 1 second, I got a cough. So when you're looking at a goalie, there's 5 spots kind of brought out that you can score a goal on. So like
Okay.
if you practice, like there's these things that we used to be able to put over our nets. So you weren't just shooting in an open net and it was like a goalie. And there
Oh,
was,
it's supposed to like represent a goalie being in front of the net.
yeah, and there was actually
Okay.
5 spots that you could like knock it in.
Okay.
So
All right.
where would the 5th spot be?
I don't know.
And that's the 5 hole.
Between the legs.
That is correct.
That actually makes sense.
Which team?
I'm gonna start calling my butthole that, by the way. The 5 hole.
That's the best part in Suicide Squad. Is John?
Yes. John Cena is so good at this.
He is a way better actor than The Rock. I don't know why he doesn't get more just awesome.
I agree.
He is.
I agree.
He
And I
has-
also feel like he wouldn't mind losing in a movie. He doesn't. He doesn't mind losing a fight in a movie.
yeah, and I
like
feel like
somewhere
there's more range with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do comedy with him and a little bit more serious stuff.
Which team is located in New Jersey? You're in the crypt.
The Devils.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I literally know that because I'm a history. Side note, I do a little podcast called History Creeps, so I've always loved the creepy side of history. And the New Jersey Devil was like a cryptid that's very famous in those parts. Literally
That's
the only reason I know this.
And that's why I threw it in there. Okay. So your very last one
All right, here we go.
is which player is known as Super Mario?
Lemieux.
That is correct.
Again, only know that because of Super Mario.
Johnny, you got 18
Are you kidding me?
out of 25 for hockey.
All right, now again, John Asterix here because you helped out quite a lot. Some of those I most certainly would not have gotten without your help, but I'm very, very pleased with myself. I gotta say that's way more than I would have guessed I would have gotten.
Yep, that is
Now, but I do want you to tell the people what you told me before we started hitting record about the type of questions you wanted these to be to help me out.
like super generic, like just
Bottom of the barrel.
bottom of the
Yeah.
barrel. I think a lot of these I pulled from like kids,
like
like kids trivia,
kids hockey trivia.
kids hockey trivia. I mean, it was like, like football. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and
Yeah,
keep it a little bit average. Baseball,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it maybe a little, not all the way bottom of the barrel. Hockey, I was scraping. That's why I only did 25.
yeah.
Unless it was going to be all the rest were going to be like, where is this team located? Where is this team located? And I knew you did not know all the NHL teams. So
All right, well, stay tuned. We're going to do soccer trivia next,
oh geez, no.
or football for those listening abroad. Yeah, I would never get any of those either, unless it's
I would have to fact check like every single question I put on there.
Yeah, I wouldn't know any of the answers. I was going to say either soccer or lacrosse, but it'd be the same for both of us. Though I've been to a lacrosse game. I had a friend who played lacrosse in college, so I went to a game before.
I've always wanted to play lacrosse. When
It's pretty rough.
we were getting the new high school in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
One of the things were what sport do you want to see like in the new high school?
Yeah.
And I put down lacrosse and they're like, hey, we're gonna have a lacrosse team. And guess what? We never had.
A lacrosse
At least
team.
while I was there.
Yeah.
For my 1 year. They
All right. Did you have me having, if you're listening to this, did you think I'd get that many? I bet not. You got to believe in me, people.
I know I didn't. I know I didn't. But that is it. So check us out, YouTube, social medias, all that stuff. Leave us a review if you like what we're doing. Coming up next episode, we are looking at the 2004 Boston Red Sox and more or less going really into the 4 nights of October 30 for 30 because the 04 Boston Red Sox are the greatest team to ever step on any sports field ever. Well, in my mind, that is. I will.
Hey, there's no
literally
hickory.
fight-
There's no hickory crawdads. I hate to tell you.
I will literally fight somebody for the 04 Boston Red Sox.
I'll fight anybody for the hickory crawdads. It's the only baseball team we have in my area.
When they did opening day, and they showed everybody from the 04 Red Sox, and then unfortunately Tim Wakefield couldn't be there because he passed away.
Oh yeah,
I was in one of those I'm not crying, you're crying moments.
I got you.
when
I
they let
understand.
when they let his daughter throw out the first pitch. But we'll talk more about that next time here on the Retroactive Sports Podcast. And with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Hockey.